There we go.
There we go.
Hello. Welcome to the Great Guys Podcast. Again,
And you're a great guy.
you're a great guy.
You're a fucking great guy.
Thanks.
But what's your name?
Anyways, today we're talking about theories, in-depth theories, and theories of the theories. And we have our mod here today for the first time. That's off camera. Hey yo. But I'm happy you're here. But yeah, just go into the intro.
Well, I'm Braden,
I'm Ryan.
Rachel.
and that's the guest.
Sadie. You're a great guy.
Nope, it's not good. We forgot to turn the mic off.
I'm so proud of you.
I
Whatever.
feel great.
It's just commentary in the background now.
Okay, well, it's whatever. People got the gist.
Now they
Yeah.
know you're going to script your whole show.
Yes. Yes, I am. Everything I say now is scripted. You just can't see it. The teleprompter's over there.
He's just real good at reading sideways.
I am side-eyeing.
So, crazy shit, Past what? How long have we been arguing about evolution?
Like a week?
No, arguing about evolution.
Like
Not agreeing on evolution.
Yeah, like a week.
It's been like
2 weeks.
It's been
2
longer
months.
than 2 weeks.
It's been like 2
It's
months.
been 2 months.
It's since before I started.
No,
coming over
I would say
No.
maybe like a month and a half.
No, it was when
It's
you
been-
started coming over here.
here. It's been a hot minute. So
I wish it was a hot
we
minute.
were gonna start off. Our first actual podcast is not Thursdays, as a argument between us of evolution.
Debate. Not argument.
Debate.
Thank you.
Better way to say it.
Politically correct, sir.
So, but someone had to go through YouTube and do what?
I debunked my theory of evolution within about 20 minutes.
Darwin's theory of evolution.
Darwin,
is
yeah,
the-
that's specific.
What's the difference?
So Darwin's theory of evolution is pretty much that we come from monkeys, and like our entire ancestry line is just a different form of monkey. So we
Okay.
became human. But then I messed up on YouTube and found a lot of things I never knew. Yeah,
We learn something new every day.
you do.
100%.
Dude, yeah. The wrong day to learn it. But like, what about you guys? Do you guys believe in Darwin's theory?
We do.
You think we came from monkeys?
Yes.
Nice.
Really do.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, there's proof.
From?
Well, I learned it in museums and I've researched a lot
Where's the actual proof?
because I don't know.
There's proof. So I'm trying to get the
I think the
proof and
The
like
proof is probably in the museum.
what the proof and the ideology behind it is.
I don't know. I guess it's just like the. I don't know. I don't know.
Does it make sense? Right?
Yeah.
It's common knowledge sense that we came from monkeys.
Other than a fish.
I mean,
That theory
But-
goes along with us coming from fish
it does.
'cause our-
because we
our
started
tailbones,
from
right?
a single cell organism,
to a worm.
which somehow magically split, 'cause we had that whole conversation. It somehow reproduced with itself. And then we went from a fish to a lizard, from a lizard to a
Rat.
oh yeah, to a rat,
To
and
a
a rat,
Cat thing?
yeah, and then to a monkey, and then that monkey became
No. We went into that little other lizard thing that was with the dinosaurs. And then it went into a mouse. And then from the mouse, we went further into the actual monkey, and then seeing all the evolution going from here to here in the time frame that they say and all that other stuff makes no sense, because how can you have 2.2 million years between not even the first human, because we didn't even make it to the first human at 2.2 million years.
Yeah. We made it to the first human-like creature.
To go 6 different things in 500 million years. To change from a complete monkey into a complete human with a brain state with millions.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Gotta add
apparently
cavemen in there.
that's
That's as far as we watched him.
Oh,
So how did we get from here to here? Like in that time frame when it took 100 million years for it to go from the worm to the fish.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We went from a fish. It was a fish to worm. We
No,
started as
because
a single cell organism,
the
and we
worm
went to the worm that was blind, and then the next evolutionary state was
was,
growing eyes,
and
and then
then
we went to a fish.
yeah, and then we grew arms, and then we
Yeah.
went on land, and we were
Mhm.
the first ever. Yeah.
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 However, I just think Darwin's theory is flawed. And there's actually a lot of things, if you look now, that scientists are starting to weed away from Darwin's theory of evolution. Because there's no hard evident proof. Because if you look at, what is it? Is it Homo erectus? And then Homo sapiens, so us,
Mhm.
there is 7 generations that aren't discovered. Like, or something like that.
And another thing that we kind of went into, I'll kind of touch base on like the whole science because we've talked about like the different
Yeah.
sciences. But with the whole Homo erectus and us coming into us, there would be other.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. So when we were single-celled organisms, it was never mind. Um, there was like trillions and trillions of these single-cell organisms. And mathematically, you're gonna say that there's not another human-like creature. See my point?
yeah.
So there should be something that's as smart as us walking around with us.
Just by chance.
Yeah.
At least one.
Yeah.
But then
Aliens?
going into like, you
Are
guys
they
have,
aliens if they're from Earth? No.
Are they technically aliens just because they're from a different planet? Because technically we'd be aliens to them.
yes, and yes,
Yes.
that's both correct.
So let's hit on that the Darwin theory, I guess, to an extent. Do you think that lizard people are actually a possibility?
If that's the case, then yeah, then you got like some of the other theories that we believe in that goes into it. I guess if we go with all our belief systems, it kind of makes sense, like with the giants and the like, if lizard people possibly, or like all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
Mark
or
Zuckerberg
aliens,
is a
like
lizard person. Yeah.
I'm living my Star Wars fantasy already.
I mean, they're creating lightsabers now, so.
Oh, yeah. I'm learning how to build one. Yep. Be ready.
Why can't I be ready?
May the force be
I'm gonna
with
be
you.
like, hey, is this upside down? Right in your eyeball.
That's
Like
fair.
Luke should have.
Anyways.
No,
Anyway,
so going back to the whole science proving shit,
Uh-huh.
shit. So
I can smell it.
Smell what?
okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
force habit.
Anyway, so like with the science and stuff, it goes into like different things. So they took like a bunch of flies and a bunch of like insects that have a rapid growth rate because they die and come back quick. And they found no actual evolutionary traits besides adaptation rather than evolution from animal to animal.
Yeah. That's where my belief was I guess debunked, because then they've talked about the adaptive evolution, because that's the thing. But I think adding the word evolution to it really makes people it makes the conversation awkward.
Well, that's why we're starting with the whole Darwin's theory.
Yeah.
I don't know what these other theories are called, but like we should have uh, for YouTube posts. I'm probably gonna try to get some links in there of stuff
Mm-hmm.
to kind of like show where we got ideas and stuff from.
So then what's to do with your dolphin theory?
That wasn't a theory. That was
Or dolphin thing?
Fact.
an argument against it.
So
missed
did
that.
did that change for you, or do you
I
still
don't
think?
believe that we came from dolphins.
Okay, that's what
No,
I'm
I
I said
don't believe we come from banana.
no. What I was saying with the whole dolphin theory was our tailbone supposedly came from us coming from either a fish or a dolphin or something like that. Before.
Oh yeah, and that brought up the conversation, the
That-
fact that of a mermaid-like actual creature is probably actually existing.
Yeah.
mermaid.
Yeah, not like the stereotypical, half human, half
Aerial
fish,
kinda
but a
thing.
mermaid-like creature, because we came from fish, and if we're going based off the adaptive mutations and all that other stuff, our ancestry fish went on land. So that means that there is an ancestry fish that stayed in the water. And if they evolved or whatever the same way we did, there's mermaids.
That would be kind of cool to see.
And we won't know. They could have adapted to the deepest parts of the ocean, especially by now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Being hunted?
there's some
Yeah.
We have some stuff in the ocean that we say we've seen, like mermaids and all sorts of stuff. Like there's a lot of things on that.
Yeah.
Like they say there's footage, but even then, like you have to fully debug the footage, which is
Well,
Yeah.
it's just like they just were talking about how they saw footage of the megalodon.
I believe in the megalodon 100%.
Same
Oh, I
thing,
100%
Well,
do
so
too.
did you
Still
guys see that
exists.
TikTok about the guy who found Megalodon in SeaWorld? Did you guys see that? So there's this guy, I guess he goes around and he goes in places he's not supposed to because he's trying to find these secrets, I guess.
Mhm.
Well, he went into like SeaWorld and then he found an employees only door, so he went through it.
Have you been to that guy's TikTok? I know what you're talking about. Have you been to that guy's
No.
TikTok and read his description and shit? It says everything I read is off of fake pages.
Regardless, he says that he like walks down this hallway and he sees like all these displays of fish that are waiting to go out. And then he said he like saw like a top secret door and he's like no one's allowed to enter except authorized personnel. So he opened it, which
course it's
debunks
not
it because
locked.
it's not locked.
Yeah.
But he said that like when he got in there was this giant tank and inside of it was a megalodon.
Is there footage of
A
it?
giant tank, like
Well,
Or is it just his word?
no, it was just like his word. And the thing with that is debunking it. Like if someone caught a megalodon, you're gonna know about it.
and just
Yeah.
how
Snap a
massive,
picture. I'm like, proof or it didn't happen.
That's if you
just
can
how
even.
massive megalodons
What was it,
are,
like
right?
60 feet?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna see that bitch get pulled out of the water.
Well,
Yeah,
the
that-
If
not-
you can
not
even
just
pull it out
that.
of the water without sinking your boat.
How are you going to put that thing in the normal SeaWorld tank, let alone a secret one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing for me is like we've explored more of outer space than we have the ocean.
Yep.
And that's just wild.
Ah,
to me.
No,
No, there's no way.
It's not possible. for
You
us to
know
explore.
that space isn't infinite.
Well, yeah, but we still have like
We have more knowledge
Of
of space than the ocean.
Yeah. The one thing that we've explored less than the ocean is the mountains.
yeah.
That is one thing,
So-
and that's the whole.
Exploration and knowledge of is
Yeah.
where the mix of there is. It's like we can look into space light years upon light years away. Right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, the new pictures coming out about like I don't know where they're getting these telescopes with 5K imagery, but man, these planets are looking crazy lately.
No, they just built a new telescope like 2 years ago. That thing's fucking massive.
Yeah, that's like trillions of dollars going to a telescope.
Yeah.
For us to get a picture.
That's something.
That's it.
That's something that we'll never actually see or go to.
Yeah.
What is that?
He's over there dancing.
He's cold.
I know.
But with evolution then, because I feel like Darwin's theory, unless you guys have anything else about Darwin's theory that could
Is there
Pause
any
the
like
debate.
changes or anything like possibly could change our minds if that you think of, or even stuff that we've said that might change your mind, or like whatever, any commentary on anything that's been said?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
well,
just here to
so
listen.
we talked about this part about I guess it goes with Darwin's theory to an extent, maybe, or maybe the adaptive munition. Wow, adaptive mutations, and
Yeah.
the giants, like actual giants.
So that goes along with like partially of my other theory of evolution though, is like the only way like I would believe that we came from monkeys is if it was interspecies relation.
Yeah,
Okay, so if you believe in like giants being real, what about Bigfoot?
so I think that giants are more realistic than Bigfoot, honestly,
But
because
it's not even
Bigfoot's been such a myth. Like the reason I believe in giants is because there's no even fake. I mean, not okay. How about it's not overpopulated news like Bigfoot, right?
it doesn't really say that Bigfoot isn't real, but it's just something that's like so overly done.
Yeah, like the Loch Ness monster theory.
Yeah.
Like that was debunked, but Bigfoot is like if Bigfoot could walk around and no one's gonna take a picture of him because people set up so much fake shit.
Yeah.
And the whole fur thing and everything. Yes, I get that he would need to be in the mountains, but there's some mountains that you don't really need to be in absolute.
Covered in fur.
Yeah,
And a lot of it is like it's not even snowy or like
Yeah.
blizzard
and then if
conditions.
you look at like all the sightings of Bigfoot, it's like
Sporadic.
yeah,
It's
everyone's
everywhere.
seen Bigfoot,
We
man.
saw
That
Bigfoot in
is
Utah.
blurry. Pictures are always
Always
blurry.
But that goes into like
Right next
if you, I don't know if you guys seen it on TikTok, but they found this giant door that closed. And it was
Mhm.
made of stone,
I did.
and I thought it was fake for a long time. But now there's
Right.
people making evidential like videos Like there's a new one that just got posted that the dude walked up and climbed the door and knocked, and it sounded hollow. Like he was actually knocking on this door, and it was sounding like a door.
Who was this at?
Oregon.
Utah. Oh, Oregon. Yeah,
So-
you got me good in Utah.
So
I
with,
think we need
with
to
that
take
one,
a trip then.
the TikTok I didn't show you, I finished that TikTok that we were watching this morning, and with that, the same place, guy went up to it, saw
Okay.
like, and then went behind it, and he saw some footsteps. Like the heel is bigger than us.
Yeah. Oh, the Giants.
Heel is bigger than us, and like you can see like the full footprint.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, obviously stuff like be fake to you, like you can push that stuff down and
Okay, I got.
all that.
It's probably a stupid question.
Well, let's.
I'm gonna ask it
Stupid
anyways.
question.
Do you think like death is part of an evolution?
Death?
Yeah.
No. Because once something dies, there's no longer a chain that comes from it.
Okay, but what about ghosts and stuff?
Elaborate.
Oh, are you talking about? Do you think when we die we evolve into something spectral? That is a.
Pretty good question, actually.
It is, but I feel like that's more of a faith-based question. I think that's based on your faith. Because I think when you die, you just decompose into the ground and become bones.
Or ash. Whatever
Yeah.
you choose. You know.
Yeah. But I see where you're coming from. But it's not necessarily an adaptive change in an evolutionary chain.
At least in a sense that we'll never know until we
Yeah. I mean, once I die, I'll ask all the questions I want to know.
if you can.
Yeah, if you can. Because if I can, I want a PowerPoint of every year since the planet Earth was created.
Then you can know everything.
Everything.
First,
Not even Earth. Like if I were to have like the ability to know knowledge of anything, I would want to know a lot more than just it.
Like how the world started? The universe started?
Like because if you go to the
whole
Big Bang
universe?
Theory,
Yeah.
if you go to the Big Bang Theory, that's something I don't believe in whatsoever. There has to be a constant in everything for something to start. And this is a video I was watching the other day. There has to be a constant for everything for something to start. It's so either there is a God and the God started it, or the universe is obviously free.
Well,
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because there has to be a cause for something else to happen. There can't be a cause just for something to explode.
Earth, I think the Big Bang Theory is relatively believable. Because
But-
everything is just chance.
What caused it?
Space.
But there's
Literally 2
Stars
meters hitting,
collide.
and then
there's no
somehow
so
it was so perfect
No.
that it was perfect.
I'm talking about the creation of Earth. Yes, I can
Yeah.
see that. But the Big Bang Theory of there was just an explosion and that's how the universe started. What caused it?
Atoms
Because there
hitting.
was no. But where did the atoms come from? There has to be a cause for the atoms to be there.
See, now you're going down a rabbit hole of all infinite.
That's the point.
That's not the point.
It has to
Because
be
that can't
either-
be answered.
There's only one way that can happen. There has to be a constant somewhere, and the constant has to be either there's universe has lasted forever, or a god has lived forever, and they're outside of time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I figure you start small, and then you work your way to how an atom was created.
Oh, he went full in.
He went full in.
Full down.
Full dive. That rabbit hole sunk really quick.
Have you ever seen like stars and planets collide and like create those like little Milky Ways and stuff like that? It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, but there's a cause for it. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I would feel like it'd be like gravitational pull.
Yeah, but like for the start of the universe, there has to
He's asking you how the atoms were made.
how the
See my point?
explosion happened. And yeah,
Aliens.
But
I'm not asking a question.
Yeah.
I'm saying the only way for it to happen is to have one singular.
I mean,
constant.
yeah, but
Aliens
You're-
and their technology.
it's cutting the conversation because you're just going to how an atom was made again.
I'm not asking how an atom is made. It's either atoms
So
always.
it's just
I'm
stay
saying
simple.
either atoms are always. I'm only saying atoms are always existed, or something created them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
I can
asking
believe that
how
atoms just always
I was
existed.
gonna say scientifically,
yeah,
for
so
me, I'd be like atoms have always existed.
that
Yeah.
then debunks Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
But I mean, the atoms had to like collide together though to create the big like.
But how were the atoms created? That's the
Fair enough. Okay.
that's-
Okay.
that's-
Okay.
Anyways, back to the
That's my
Giants because holy crap.
Rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It's not really
Or like
a circle.
What was I gonna say about Giants?
yes. They're
Oh, you brought up a really interesting point about the Bible and the Bible's belief of giants existing.
It's not just the Bible. It's every religion, mythological or not, has had some type of Nephilim. which is dark.
Yeah.
Like you have you go to Norse mythology, you have the Jotunheim, which is a like you go in a world tree, and the world tree takes its different types of universes or whatever the heck it
Yeah.
is. And we got Jotunheim, Alfheim.
You have the Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's some type of
But so with that, because I actually just thought of this, I should have asked you when we were talking about it all day the other day.
no, you should ask me now.
Don't you think that the theory of giants was kind of like the theory of dragons? Hold on, let me finish. So the first time I read the theory of creation of dragons, right?
Yeah.
It was before the whole dinosaurs or dragons thing.
Yeah.
Is that it started way back when a man first got introduced into like a crocodile,
Yeah.
right? And then it was explained as like a telephone game. Saw this really weird big lizard, and then you tell her, "Hey, this weird lizard had wings." And then, hey,
It
this guy
breathes
saw a
fire.
fire-breathing lizard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't you think giants could have been that way because they saw someone that stood over 7 feet? Because it's a weird mutation that people get.
And there are
Yeah.
people with really like here that you see that are like 7'1",
Yeah.
6'3".
And if I'm not mistaken, like way back when the height average for people wasn't that big, right? It was like maybe 5-6 feet. Did the camera die?
It froze.
It's froze.
The camera down.
Well, podcast is ending early, guys. Is it plugged in?
Get video.
Oh, fair. Talk
Sorry about that. Technical
Difficulties.
difficulty.
Difficulties.
I'm saying that from now on. Here we go. Wait for it.
What were we talking about?
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia.
Fuck you.
We love you, Brady. It's okay.
Oh,
Anyway, no, we were talking about
Giants,
giants.
Bible.
Bible. Oh yeah, we were going into like the Nephilim and all that shit. And
Yeah.
kind of like the whole belief system and that shit.
It works. I saw that on.
Welcome back. Your socks feel better?
Oh my gosh, my toesies feel better.
What are toes?
Yes.
So,
Okay.
Digits.
Grippers.
That's how I count to 20.
going into I don't know, Giants are great.
We completely got off track of where we started.
But they're dude.
Anyways, so biblically, I guess, as we were talking,
Yeah.
you said that it's from an angel coming down and being promiscuous with humans.
Yeah.
And then it just created a giant.
Yes.
So does that mean that angels are giants?
No.
Then is it just a supernatural thing?
No, so in a sense, so if you go with the Book of Enoch, for the Bible sense and all that stuff, it kind of goes into when a human and an angel mate,
Mm-hmm.
there is in a scientific sense, it overexerts their chromosomes, I guess would probably be the best way to put it. So then it pushes them to grow.
So you think they just hid in the mountains after the Great Flood?
Essentially, they're demigods.
Yes.
Who's that?
I know exactly who that is. Hi, Zane.
Zane.
Oh, hi,
Have
Zane.
not seen that. I have not seen that Twitch name in a very long time.
Anyway, so like with a lot of that, it goes into like that stuff, and then I don't know a lot about like the whole Norse, how they came into being and stuff, but yeah, no, it's
Well,
the Book of Enoch.
if they're demigods, essentially. Oh, who is it then? If it's not Zane,
Right.
sorry. If they're demigods, then why are they hiding?
You're not demigods. So with the whole thing, so demigods wouldn't really. It's an archangel more sense than a demigod. Yeah, I guess the giants themselves should be half human, half angel.
But wouldn't they just
So
want to take
it would
over?
be a demi angel, right, in the best ways.
But wouldn't they want to like take over?
No, because they're just humans, and they set like if you go even in with the Book of Enoch, like I was telling you before with Noah's Ark, in the Book of Enoch, that was to take out the giant.
Okay, but that doesn't dismiss the fact that if there's essentially demigods roaming the earth, wouldn't you think that they would just do what they wanted?
Yeah, but I don't like. I'm not saying that because that's my belief system. I'm making.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because that's like.
But I know I'm
every-
bringing up a conversation
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, like they would, and maybe they're hiding for like the perfect time because maybe another flood starts because they do something like that. If you go with a big business.
I think I might know who that is.
It's like
Yeah.
like Zeus turning himself into a white bull and getting Euphoria pregnant and having that like bull child that they put into the maze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like, if there's multiple giants,
Yes.
and if they're humans, they know their place, which makes them an apex predator to humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how do you know that the whole reason to why they don't attack is because they know they're just gonna get fucking water swapped by fucking God again.
By a what?
By God again.
Oh, so you think they're hiding in fear?
Yeah.
Well, if
Not
it's- if-
not fear from us, but
no,
fear-
but if they're fearing
Knowledge.
God and they're hiding in the rocks, he knows.
He sees everything.
but they're not attacking. Because if they attack, that's when they get flooded.
Mm. So what do they eat? Because I'm sorry, a deer. It's like a bite-sized Snickers.
You know, like
Did you see what?
it's like picking berries. snatch.
Actually, that's not enough nutrition to live off of for a giant. 'Cause they're gonna have like what 10 times our
Depends.
See, like Attack on Titan.
So,
exactly.
let's say they're half angel. How do we know angels even eat?
But that's if they're half angels.
It's
Yeah, but
said that they don't.
that's what I'm basing.
But you
it
just
off
said that they're humans.
they're half human, half angel. If we're going based off of what we're going off of, what we're talking about, the Book of Eden.
I guess they wouldn't have to eat if they're like a celestial being. I guess.
Yeah.
But
That goes down like it. That goes down around.
that's thousands of years ago. Like they would eventually grow, and they would just say, "No, we're taking it back."
Unless it's the same ones.
But they would reproduce,
Yeah, they reproduce.
unless all females just. bleh.
Unless they can't reproduce.
That's
If it
fair
creates
too.
a different chromosome where they can't, and they just the same ones.
And they never ate.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that makes
it's like the
sense.
theory of
Yes.
Loki. He was technically his mother was a giant, but he's not a giant.
That's fair.
Hmm
Well, if you go with Loki, Loki fucked everything.
Oh, he did,
He's the
100%.
god of chaos.
But his
Uh,
mother was still a giant.
Not the god of chaos,
Mischief, right?
Or yeah,
Mischief
mischief.
and trickery.
Sorry.
Yeah.
right?
Those are two different things.
I'm blonde, okay?
So, like, I don't know. Like you look at how Fenrir or the World Serpent, fucking all that shit can movie. It's all from Loki.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
And all we got was
Minotaurs
giants.
came from monkeys, and all we got is giants.
Minotaurs came from monkeys.
Loki.
Oh, brother.
I heard a monkey. That's
I
right.
heard monkeys
I've heard
too.
Minotaurs came from monkeys, and I was like, that's a good point of Darwin's theory. Little people came from a monkey.
But like going back to like the whole giants thing, and like every religion has some type. Every old thing has some type of Nephilim
But see,
giant.
that also
whatever.
goes back to the whole like telephone game thing, man. Just like every religion or every whatever
Okay,
has a dragon.
dragons you can explain because it never really depicts on like if they were that big every time they were seeing it. Okay, but with giants, the description is always we're literally nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like they're walking around. That no matter what, that's going to be a human that is so tall that we're at their minimum
They're toe.
minimum need.
Oh, so you don't think they're actual like 60-foot giants? You think they're probably just like 10, 11 feet?
They could be, but I'm saying that's minimum.
I'm coming up to their ankle. I'm short.
I'm right there with you.
Like that's going on like over exaggeration. Them saying over exaggeration. So now
Yeah, that's what I'm
they
saying.
really probably were like 10, 15-foot giants.
Yeah.
Those would still be giants.
Yeah. So a lot of that I think is just based off of
Yeah, but
descriptions of people.
either way, that would still be a giant, not a human. Because if you go back, we've only been getting taller for adaptation reasons.
Yeah.
We've never gotten really.
Yeah,
short.
because wasn't the the human population actually pretty short to start, and then we've just grown over time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, one person when we were the average height of 5'3" came out and was 6'2", and he was a monster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I don't know if it is like the whole thing of like we're coming up to like we're this big to them. There's no way we get from 7 foot to that. Is kind of what I'm saying though.
What do you think?
You got any input?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Okay, that's fine.
Wow.
He's doing work. So a lot of it's
Okay, so instead of giants, let's change the topic.
okay.
Something I think is a little bit more interesting. Aliens.
Aliens. This is crazy. What do you think about aliens?
Zombies.
They gotta be real.
Just
We
kidding.
cannot be the only
That's
intellectual
very- that's
creatures in
theoretical.
this entire universe.
Do you think they are the guitar picked head, green body things that people depict as?
No,
No.
no,
I think they look just like us.
they could. I mean, they could look like anything, but like I do think like there could be another world where they do look like us and have the same mannerisms and the same like makeup.
So that goes into like some huge things there. That's a huge red level. So I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah, because I don't want you to ask where atoms come from again.
It's like our planet got destroyed, like our ancestors, you know,
hmm
But
had
so
to like
if
escape.
we go into like the looks of them, though, that's I think the reason why we have like the gray with the eyeballs the way they are and all that stuff is because it's the way that we've seen them. Like people make that description because it's something that they've seen.
Yeah.
You can't draw something Like even as someone who knows how to draw, you can't draw something you've never seen.
100%. Just like when you dream, you can't.
Yeah.
Your brain can't
And-
depict something you've never seen.
And the alien is so different from the way that we look
Mhm.
that would be something we've never seen.
Okay, so now that we're on the topic of aliens, I don't remember what state it was, but there was a couple that had called the cops because they saw 7-foot like creatures in their backyard, like literally in their backyard. And the police officer that responded saw them.
And they all are.
And they just
missing.
they said that they were just tall, lanky, like they couldn't even describe.
Everyone in this situation is now missing.
I watched this movie recently, and I'm not saying it's true. Obviously, it's a Hollywood movie, but it's like a No One Will Save You, and it's about this small town that like aliens come, and they are huge, and they stand on all fours, and they have it's like a weird alien face, like the teeth thing. It was really cool, but like it was as big as this lady's house, if not bigger, and it was like crawling. Yeah, but it did not look like the big head.
Yeah,
thing.
the
It looked-
stereotypical alien.
yeah. I thought that was a really cool.
So imagine like Siren A.
Yes, thank you.
Really.
Yep.
So I think that their adaptation of aliens or extraterrestrial
Mhm.
beings, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
They did a good
Something
job.
that nobody's ever done.
Huh.
So if we're going on the top of aliens, like if I
Did-
go missing, this is why. No, I'm just kidding.
Off topic, and I'm so happy they're here. Anyways, the topic of aliens.
So I'm done with aliens and like if I go missing, this is why. I'm saying that right now. So we saw aliens.
It's the bus. Uh-huh.
Ah.
Oh, we did see aliens.
Hmm?
We saw a UFO last week.
No,
No, that was like 3 weeks ago.
yeah, it was like 3-4 weeks.
My
was-
sense
Your
of time
time
is
management
great.
sucks.
I'm
It
so
was the
glad to
week-
believe in
it was the
evolution.
week. It was the week we had COVID.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. We stepped outside,
I thought it was the week before.
and there was a
That
very straight line of lights.
FBI, open up.
There was this really straight line of lights, and it just went up, and it like either went at such an accelerated rate that it no longer existed, or they slowly turned the lights off as it was going to exit the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a rocket, it wasn't a
wasn't going-
helicopter, it wasn't a
Yeah, I
plane.
know.
Which
Because they were
how-
stacked.
Yeah,
How big that had to have been of how far it was.
Yeah.
That was way past the base that we're close to.
Yeah.
Say where we are.
Yeah.
But like close to the base that we're close to, it was past there.
Oh well, that base doesn't
By
all
far.
of that anyways.
No, it was past there by
No, that's what I'm saying. But the base,
doing distance,
Oh.
not based on the base.
yeah,
So like with that stuff, with how fast that was going up, and that thing, a third of the sky,
yeah,
a third of the sky, one thing, a third of the sky going that quick. There's no way we have technology like that.
yeah, no, and especially like for the military perspective on that,
Hello.
there are so many.
Based on him,
What am I based on?
he said hello. They would
No, we have technology like that.
Yeah, you don't know.
that big that's traveling that
So I'll
fast.
say it this way, right? So the original idea of UFO came from the same stereotypical place people see UFOs come from, which is Area 51.
Yeah.
The first UFO, quote unquote, was sighted at Area 51 because the military was trying to make a spaceship that could go faster and farther,
Yeah.
and that's where they came up with a saucer. When the government has to test it, which means it has to have a flight path.
Yeah.
They launched it and flew it, and no one knew what a circular plane was, and that's where
Yeah.
the theory of UFOs at least being sighted so
Yeah,
fast.
I'm
But
talking about-
then you have the pilots who fly, like F-15s and all that they will be flying, and there's multiple reports you can read about that pilots tell what they see while they're up there, and there's multiple reports that pilots have seen a saucer stop next to them and then just disappear.
But what if the reason why that stopped disappearing is because we actually found something that can go that fast, and the only way to do that is with that saucer, and aliens already knew that.
Because America sadly is a alpha male, and if we had something that we could disappear after we did something, we would own the world.
Yep.
So I believe like aliens have perfected the UFO,
Yeah.
and that's why they come down here and they enjoy the ability to move at the speed of light or sound, or
Yeah.
well, light because we do sound already. They can come down and look at us, and we'll never catch them.
I'm
And
sure
we're-
they're up there like,
I don't know if you go with the whole thing
I know they're
to,
watching
to
the
bring
stream
up
right now.
like kind of like an old. It's a bit of an older subject now, but like the whole court case, not really court case, but the whole thing of the whole aliens, the non-biological humanoids, whatever, in court not too long ago that was in the U.S. government.
What?
What?
The whole fucking thing that just went around everywhere like 4 months ago on aliens that was through the U.S. government talking about non-human biologics.
Have not caught that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea what you're talking
It
about.
literally was everywhere.
I literally am never on
never,
this.
never.
Like it came like it was like a whole
Do
thing.
you know what he's talking about?
The Senate and all that shit was talking.
He's not
about.
listening.
You're so cute, bro.
Whole Senate stuff talking about aliens and stuff like the non-human biologics and all that.
No, I don't follow it. Most of the time, it's just people
But you
counting for fame.
Just like the
It's
whole
still so
zombie
different.
thing.
It's still so different. than what
No,
this
because
was.
zombies are 100% more believable than aliens.
No, I know. I mean, like,
Because it's a
This was
neurological thing. Yeah.
declassifying
That's
information
true.
in a public setting.
So the president read it.
No,
So someone in Senate made it.
it was a whistleblower situation.
Oh, are we going over zombies tonight? Because I can
Dude, I'm down. I mean,
He's
yeah,
like, we'll
it's
sit on
30
this
days.
couch.
well, back to the area 51. There was theories that our military was out there practicing and getting ready for a fucking zombie apocalypse. Like, there's theories that there's zombies out there.
Well, so the thing with zombies, and I think the reason people don't fully think about a zombie apocalypse is that everyone always goes to like almost like Game of Thrones.
The Walking
The
Dead.
Walking Dead or World War Z, where it's just like you die and you're back alive.
Or COD.
There's a movie that made me completely believe that zombies is 100% possible before we find aliens, before the world ends, before we know anything else.
I can give you.
Please tell me it's not
Because-
Cell.
Huh?
Cell.
So?
Yeah.
The Strain.
Ish.
I
Because
can give you
I thought
proof.
about this. The movie The Crazies is where it comes from. Because it's a genetic rabies.
Yep.
That people inherited from because it's a mad cow disease.
Rabies is literally 4,000 years old, and it has
Yeah.
a lot of things towards.
And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be more of a madness instead of a zombie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
I mean, it's
I'm so ready for that.
it's not gonna be dead
I'm
by
die happy.
that, or it's gonna be a drug based.
I'm gonna
So-
die in.
Yeah.
So
Drug base is
they
also-
did say that there's a possibility that in like the next 30 years that we would have one.
If it's
Like next 30 to 50 years.
Hold up, he's been sitting with a face like that for a while.
I think that we will end up seeing something like The Last of Us, The Happening, those two things right there. I think we'll end up seeing that more before we see rabies or mad cow or brain rotting. I think we'll see those before any of those things.
Why?
Why? Because we don't know about this world as much as we think we do.
That is
Not at all.
And I think that this world is a lie.
Yeah.
And I think that evolution, Bible, whatever you want to believe in, something's gonna be trying to kill us off. I strongly believe it.
Oh, I do too. There's actually a TikTok made me think about that, and it was let alone it was vampires, right? They were trying to prove how vampires were real, but they said something that stuck, and I actually got like reality check, right?
Is that why you were telling me for a while you didn't believe in vampires, and I just said it the other day, and you're like, oh yeah.
Well, logically, vampires don't make sense. Sorry, it does, because if that's the case, then there's just aliens. However, they said that like humans are an invasive race. We are. We take and we take and we destroy and we take and we just literally overpopulate for the most majority. But they're talking about how because we're an invasive species, we're being treated like one, and that's why all these things are now coming to light passively because now all the predators are getting ready to come hunt the prey.
Because we became the parasite.
So yes, the world is going to come alive, and that's crazy that you bring up like The Last of Us, because the craziest thing is that zombie fungus,
Yeah, that part,
dude.
when they're talking on the news station, I was like, Holy shit!
If y'all don't know,
I know.
there's a zombie fungus that take over ants.
Yeah.
I remember you.
Yeah,
You were
and
telling
then
me about
it
that.
sprouts and spores come out and it gets the colony.
Yeah.
So it's not like a zombie fungus. It's basically the plant life on Earth taking control and doing
Yeah,
something.
and if there's one thing we can't stop. It's the Earth.
Yeah. Like, have you seen it happening?
Yes.
Dude, that movie scared the shit out of me for one reason, because you can't prove that it's not going to happen.
So I'm never
Yeah.
going in any kind of jungle, forest.
I don't do
We
boots
haven't
anyways,
even
so
explored even what remotely 50% of the Amazon.
Yep.
And every time they walk 24 more feet past the last one, they're like, "Oh, we found 16 new species. Leave it alone."
And they're all poisonous.
So like, what do you guys think about the whole going with like Earth is alive or whatever, like theories about the Earth?
Mhm.
What do you guys think about the whole hollow Earth theory?
Hollow Earth theory?
Yeah.
I don't believe it's real.
I don't either.
what do you mean?
Simply
hollow earth?
because
It's
I
literally
do
just
believe that
hollow
lava is
inside
in the
the
middle
earth.
of the
There's
core.
not that core that you learn in
No.
science.
No,
Oh.
it's way more than that. It's that inside the Earth there's another civilization.
Oh.
I don't think so. I
The
think if
mole
that was the
people.
case, because
The
lava does have to subside somewhere. And that volcanoes make logical sense, and let alone you could build around it. But I feel like as you go down, lava is more of
Yeah.
a majority closer.
I don't really
And
like hollow Earth.
what was it? They dug like, I think it was 6 miles. It was a singular hole, like 6 or some odd miles straight down, and they dropped a thermometer.
Yeah.
And it was like 3,500 degrees.
Yeah.
You can't live in that. Like the whole like lava. You can only think I think you can get like 5 or 10 feet close to lava before you can start getting burnt.
Yes.
You're not surviving at 3,500 degree
Yeah.
temperatures at all. That's an instant.
Done.
So okay, so going back to zombies, would a possibility of zombies be like a mutation from evolution?
I think so.
Like our brains end up getting shut off, and that's how we end up surviving everything else.
I don't think so, because
We would have seen it by now.
humans have been, like, the evolution of humans have been about the adaptive changes, the adaptive evolutions. We already kill ourselves off. Like, there's wars, there's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So if we're already our own apex predator, why do we need to change?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I do think you make a good point that our brain would shut off in the time that it needed. Like, if there was this mass, like, crisis, kind of like the COVID crisis, but something more extreme.
Yeah.
And then through generations, our bodies have found out, kill the brain off. Or like kill certain parts of your brain off. And then
I'm not even saying like zombies in the sense of like, all right, I'm gonna eat your brains. More of the sense of, we're just dead. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
Well, do you guys know what the actual zombies is affiliated with? So it's when the brain shuts down. You guys are correct on that part, but there are certain parts of the brain that are still alive. That's why I don't believe in the zombie thing with crime, like World War Z or
What do you mean? If I turn into a zombie, I don't get superhuman speed?
no. Don't miss me for that.
Yes.
And it's because our bodies and our brains are shut down. The only thing that is still alive is the fact that we wouldn't need to sleep or eat or just the necessities, the things that we
Yeah.
need to live.
Yeah.
Those are the only things that are still there. So zombies are just us wanting to eat.
but what if it's then drug based though for like the super strength and stuff? Because if you look at, there are drugs that give us super strength from our brain cells going dead. Because we
Well-
no longer have that filter. Because like we can lift a lot more now. Like it's already proven we can lift a lot more now. Like in stupid situations, you can lift a car off your fucking child.
Like adrenaline.
Well,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
But like
I don't think
Look at
we are
PCP.
anywhere close to a drug-related enhancement.
no, but like the possibility of it, like if it goes zombies in that sense, if it's drug induced, like it could be enhancement. Like
That would be
PCP.
so much genetic coding
Because like
that it would take.
shut your brain off and give you PCP. You think that wouldn't do it?
No,
Just completely dumb.
because PCP is a hallucinatory drug, so your brain would have to function.
Bath salts and PCP.
You need your brain waves.
Eating brains.
Look, what I said. So you still have to understand that the human body is the most fragile thing on planet Earth.
Yes.
If you take PCP and what was it called?
That's all.
That's all. You're probably just going to croak over.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Actually,
have a
no,
lot of knowledge on
no.
that, but that's your body just no longer being there.
no. If you go with PCP, you know how many people have survived shots from the brain while on PCP?
But we're not.
But yes, they do end up dying, but like they can survive a little bit. So like if you enhance PCP, it would go towards a lot more of like a zombie like thing.
I think it'd be just more of a superhuman.
I agree.
Not necessarily a zombie.
Living Dead.
So what you're saying basically is that you need the brain to be a zombie.
No, I'm saying you would need the brain to make it a drug-induced zombie
That's
because drugs are affiliated with your brain. Now, if it was based off of your heart or your blood cells, sure, but drugs function from your brain.
Yeah.
And if you kill off the brain and give it a drug, you're gonna go like this.
Well, you shut off a part of the brain, turn on other parts of your brain. Like not. We use 100% of our fucking brain. Sorry,
Yeah, but you're talking about shutting off the
Shutting
function.
off-
You're talking
shutting off
about
certain functions.
shutting off motor skills.
Function. No. PCP doesn't shut off motor skills.
No, what I'm saying is that's the part you'd have to shut off.
It can. It can shut off your motor skills.
well, I see what Ryan's saying, and Ryan's basically saying that a drug that basically runs your brain instead of your brain running itself.
Yeah.
Basically.
You'd have to make a drug that literally made your brain function the way it wanted it to. So it wouldn't be necessarily a drug as necessary as like Captain America to an extent. It would have to be an enhancement, not a killing off.
like a DNA, like
Yeah, you'd have to actually take the DNA structure and code it and then somehow put it into somebody.
Yeah. So
Genetically enhanced.
Yeah,
so
like,
genetically enhanced, is it possible?
100%. 100%. I think so. If we're already cloning things, man, that means that somehow we have got to the DNA structure of something.
Did you read that?
Do you think we could be ever genetically enhanced? Like unnaturally genetically enhanced?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like somewhere someone's doing something.
Yeah.
100%.
Whether it's to
feel
humans
like
or
if we-
animals, like they're doing something.
I feel like if we can be cloned, we can definitely be.
Yeah,
I mean,
genetically
they're
enhanced.
cloning. They're talking about cloning dinosaurs that they found in Antarctica, man.
Supposedly they're doing it in China.
Dude, I'm just saying, if I see a T-Rex walking through where we live, I'm outie. I'm running Elon Musk and I'm getting that spaceship done. I got you.
We're taking this test now. I don't give a fuck. We're taking it now.
You just need that big ass gun that you want.
Actually, no, I'm not even worried about it. I put enough arc. I know how to take care of this.
Oh yeah.
The bitch.
I'm gonna tame the bitch. I'm just gonna knock it out and then feed it food, and they'll love me.
Yeah,
Like same piece.
I'm just saying, you know?
I go in an underground bunker.
Yes.
That's fair.
So then at least I can get the food and liquids and everything.
You know how big of a bear trap, like a fall trap you'd have to make for a T-Rex?
Bro, could you imagine trying to tame that shit?
I would cry, dude. That would be like my dying thing. Just like how I told you and Devin what I want to do if something ever happens to me.
Yeah.
I'm going out that way. I will spear hunt a Tyrannosaurus. So someone tells my tale, I'm heroic. I'm instantly a badass.
That's such a badass.
But what do you do? Rid of a T-Rex with a spear?
Giga.
Why? If Gigas ever come back, dude, no.
Why
ain't
not?
happening.
What's a
They're-
giga?
But if they
The-
do this
the
shit, it's,
biggest
they're dumb.
apex predator
They're
in the prehistoric
stupid.
times.
100%.
Oh,
they're
okay.
They will kill us off if they bring dinosaurs back.
Will they?
Joke's on you. That's what they want.
Look, I'm not saying that dinosaurs aren't awesome, but you know what does stop a dinosaur?
Guns.
A warthog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A C-130. A tank.
But you have to get to that bitch first before you see it.
Now, so if you mass produce velociraptors, now I'm terrified. A T-Rex, I can
I
snipe that
didn't
from
say
50 miles
T-Rexes.
back.
I said dinosaurs. 52.
Like that, I should call her.
Fuck off with the comments.
Okay, how are we? Okay, so off topic. How are we gonna do comments on Fridays?
So what we're doing with that is that I think Braden brought up the fact that we will, end of our podcast, we go through and we answer the questions that people
Okay, we probably should express that because we've had a lot of like questions.
To be fair,
and interacting. and
it's-
stuff. No, I know, but
Yeah.
okay.
He's talking in chat.
Okay.
He's doing his job.
No, I know. I was just curious.
But yeah, I'm actually ready for dinosaurs more than
Fuck
zombies. I
that.
think, dude.
Fuck that.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine a Thylo coming back and
No.
you mass breed Thylos, and now I have a fuck you kitty, and I'm doing what I want.
Actually, what?
But realistic Jurassic fucking Parkers, you really think they're keeping them fucking steady in a fucking cage?
Okay, hold on. With that, yes, because government. We can't have good roads, but goddammit, I'm building a $3 trillion wall.
You're gonna have this little fucking T-Rex come out of an egg. How are you gonna fucking even push it to where it needs to go? You reach for it, your hand's been up, you get something to kind of push
Muzzle.
it.
It shows in Jurassic
No,
Park.
you feel like Chris Pratt. Just
Yeah. The millions of years of an apex predator listens to it.
print on it. That's what you did with Blue.
Baby,
And the other
I love you. The reason we can imprint on animals now is because there has been so much domestication that it's just a thing.
We could be lucky.
How do you think the first wolves got bred by a human? Lots of deaths.
Look at
Lots of
Tigers.
Sorry.
Look at
You can cryopod.
We're going arc now.
look at tigers and shit now that people try to domesticate them.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Like Mike Tyson ended up getting rid of his tigers.
So
Well,
on that though,
Okay, but what about wolves?
how do you explain these people on TikTok that go out in Africa and they imprinted on this lion like 20 years ago and he
It
just walks up and
remembers?
scares it?
Yeah,
Bro,
no.
you're either ballsy enough to play with death that much to take that risk. So I'm not even saying it's a 50-50. It's about a 10-90.
because they're not leaving the ice. They're not letting the tigers leave the ice. They find them before they get out. You have a tiger's not going
Ah.
to attack you if you know they will attack you because they're a hide and attack creature.
Oh yeah, they're stealth creatures.
Yeah.
For sure, the worst things in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if they know you see it, they're not going to after you unless they feel threatened. And obviously, it doesn't feel threatened, but it gets hungry. You turn your back, and you're dead.
Yeah, that's why I won't ever domesticate a large cat or a wolf.
I still want.
Speaking of wolves
I still want.
and dinosaurs, did you see that dire wolves are coming back? It's terrifying.
It's very terrifying.
And it's
Uncle
terrifying.
Mike's dog, she's literally half wolf and half German Shepherd.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
but that's
that happens a lot, but
But
that's
still domesticated.
yeah,
yeah.
that's a domesticated
that-
thing.
technically
It's not
it's half domesticated. Sorry.
But in order to
But yeah,
in order to get those puppies, you gotta have a
But
domesticated wolf.
what I'm saying is
No.
nowadays, if you want to domesticate a wolf, it's not hard, but you have to have a consistent generation doing the job.
Yeah.
Because now we have tranquilizers, let alone our talk. We have tranquilizers. We can build pins. We can literally force intercourse between animals. They don't even have to do the job. We do it for them.
But I'm pretty sure the reason why a lot of times that we have that is you're in a place around wolves. Oh, hey, look at this. My dog came back and he's pregnant. I wonder what that was. Oh,
Yeah.
Did you say my dog came back and he's pregnant?
You also gotta think
2023.
Yeah.
Love it.
genetics. They could be actually breeding them inside of science labs.
Like artificially.
Yes.
No. Turkey baster.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a pretty dog. She's
But yeah,
very-
they are bringing direwolves back. Their population is actually growing now, and I don't know why we thought bringing this back to life was smart. Because if I see a 6-foot wolf running at
Oh,
me,
I'm-
brother, you can't outrun it.
of course you can.
You just have to be faster than the person you're with.
You have to be faster
Exactly.
than Usain Bolt. Oh, that's sad.
Wait, what?
She said you have to be faster than the person that you're with.
Yeah.
Love you, I'm out.
All I'm saying is all this stuff going on with like dinosaurs and the dire wolves. They're just gonna send Americans into like guerrilla warfare against wildlife.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're talking about wars against animals right now. What
Oh my god, Australia, bro! I don't know how we went from evolution to this. Australia, I think it was in 72, 76, something like that.
Yeah.
Lost a war to emus. There was a war in Australia called the Great Emu.
Oh my god, we're going on this again.
Yes, the numbers of emus, right? I think it was a 10-to-1 ratio of emus to people, and Australia lost
They couldn't
because
do
they
it out of the sky.
ran out of resources to fight back.
Oh,
And the
Scary thing that
Yeah.
in Australia. Emus.
and they lost the war because like they ran out of the resources because not even that the commander, right, because emus are very aggressive and they run
Yeah.
packs. He was like, let's just do 4 people to scatter everywhere. So he sent 4 people out on herds of thousands of emus running. And I'm sorry, you can have all the bullets you want, they're gonna get to you.
Before you can
Especially
probably,
back in that time, like they didn't have like the big machine guns and tanks and
Yes.
aircraft.
Yeah.
1870.
they
Yeah,
spent,
that's what it was. Yeah,
spent almost 2 hours looking this stuff up.
dude, they were literally calling locations of emus and sending tactical forces there to try to neutralize them.
All
And between the 4 attempts of trying to eliminate the giant herds, right? It was 4 hours of here, and here, because they were traveling. So 4 hours finding it. And out of like the tens of thousands of emus in that war, 216 died.
and this
I'm just picturing them.
this whole war started, right? Because the farmers didn't like them eating their crops. So they're like, go to war on these things instead of let's build fences around.
They went to the government and was like, hey, we need to go to war with the birds. And the government was like, you're right.
Just imagining them on their walkies, like, SWAT Team 6, we need you to SWAT Team 4, we're surrounded!
Where's your Team 6?
Man down!
What was the other war that you guys looked up?
I mean, there was a monkey war.
There was,
Yeah, the monkey one.
oh, I thought you were talking about the pig war.
Yes, there's
Yes,
a
yes,
pig-
yes.
So,
Pig
so
war.
it's a little different, right? But it was the Great Pig War. I think it was in Spain, long time ago. The war started because someone killed his pig. An entire region went to war because someone killed someone's pig.
That's so
But then
wild.
you got monkeys that actually went to war with each
Oh
other.
yeah, I forgot about that one. There was a war in history that was only monkeys, no human involvement. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, that would have been terrifying to see because boy are they brutal with some sticks and rocks.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. Okay, you give a monkey a fucking cake, and you don't give the other ones a cake? Say bye to
That's
let's
weird.
shit.
See, and that's why evolution's real, because if you get cake, I'm fucking pissed. Monkeys.
I'm just stealing your cake, and I'm not talking
Hey,
cake.
yo! Oh, that's not evolution based.
I think it's my time to go.
What about you? I think we panned a little bit from the theories tonight, but we're going with it.
So
There's
So-
theories.
I do have something to say, and it's on the dinosaur thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that it may be possible for us to win that fight.
What fight? Oh, dinosaurs? Oh, it's 100% possible.
So, and the only reason I think it's possible is because think of what the scientists and the people that actually do the research that we don't do.
hmm
So they say that
This is pink or the blue?
when the world has coming down to a breach and a breaking point, what do? We strive for better.
Oh, okay.
We strive for better. We evolve, in a sense.
Yeah.
So I think that if not zombies, I'm sorry, if dinosaurs actually were a thing, that we may evolve and find a way. I mean, look at our world now. We have so many different helicopters. We have so many different tanks. We have so many different everything.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that since we'll evolve for better advancement with dinosaurs, I will actually ride a T-Rex with cannons on it.
No,
Oh.
I don't think that we'll be able to genetically do whatever like Jurassic Park
Yeah.
does. I don't think we'll be able to genetically do that.
Mhm.
But I think that if they were to overtake our world, that we would be able to fight back.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd lose.
If dinosaurs came back,
population.
and if it wasn't a governmental war with the dinosaurs, it would just at that point come down to natural selection, man. It would have to be survival of the fittest, and I
Yeah.
honestly, and sadly enough, the government's going to let that happen before they go to war.
Yeah.
They're going to realize that the population's down 75%, be like, oh shit, we should act now.
They're losing money.
Yeah, they're losing money. Shit, we can't tax 100 people.
Poor Joe Biden. They can't fix his speech anymore.
We're doing great. He can ride a bicycle. Ish.
For 2 seconds.
He might go wrap around a tree.
Damn.
On that note,
Sorry.
We're stopping.
Anywho,
yes, I think you're right. I think you're 100% right.
I think we'll lose maybe 3/4 of the population
Yeah.
of the world, but
And on the dinosaurs thing, I think I told you this the other day. Yeah, I'm scared of like T-Rexes and raptors. Pterodactyls come back, bro.
oh,
Pteranodons.
I'm staying
Quetzals.
inside.
We might lose.
I'm staying
To
inside.
be honest,
you might.
we might lose.
So
the
what?
fight.
So you gotta also think that there are people out there that will adapt.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, they will think about that kind of thing. So, I mean, yeah, we may lose thousands or maybe millions of people to pterodactyls, but we'll think like, hey, what is one place that they can't go?
Yeah, then we're gonna become mole people.
That'd be the same thing
What?
with
Well,
zombies.
we've all-
People would adapt to zombies.
But see, zombies are, I think, easier to hide from than dinosaurs.
you can just
You
run
can
through your
outrun a
house.
zombie. You can't outrun a dinosaur.
Okay, yeah, you may be able to outrun a zombie and all this other shit with dinosaurs, but you live in a house, your house is being stepped on.
Yeah, that's right. Oh no, zombies! Lock the door.
Board up the windows.
Like,
You go to board up your door and windows, and all of a sudden, like a velociraptor's like right through
that
your
or like
window.
a stegosaurus comes and just swipes your house right open.
What are those ones that have the spiky ball at the end of their tail?
Dodicus? Or an
No, the
ankylosaurus?
Inky. The Inky was
You're talking about from Jurassic Park.
I mean, it's a real
Did it like
dino-
waddle like this?
It's like fat and has like spikes on its back and like
Yeah,
a
it's an
yeah, the
spiky
Inky.
ball.
The Inky.
Ankylosaurus.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I would definitely make one of those my pets.
I kind of just look at you, bro.
What's that though? We don't just gotta worry about the carnivores either, because the fucking Bronx comes in, that bitch still lives too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're squished.
Yeah, you're dead.
I really think if dinosaurs came back like that, I think we would honestly domesticate. I think we would tame.
If we had a
And if that's the case, I want a fucking bronc, dude.
If
We
we
put
found a-
spikes on that shit.
we need to domesticate, yeah, I could see.
I feel like
But
the government would try to use dinosaurs
As
for
weapons.
like weapons.
Yes, they
yeah.
weaponize them.
Speaking of that, you know how dope it would see a bronc come down with the parachute? Send the nuke in! And
It
it's just
would
a bomb
be
that-
one- it wouldn't
A
even be one
velociraptor
parachute.
parachute
Parachute.
down.
I feel like you need like
Oh, just
50
wrap.
parachutes just to put that bitch on the
You would
ground.
need. Yes.
going with this dinosaur thing, you know what we haven't talked about? Something that we both agree on. This too, dragons. And how dragons, like, I believe actual dragons existed, right?
Oh, 100%.
Or even
But they were
do,
part of the
but
dinosaurs
they're
too.
smart.
It's-
So there's a thing that we've talked about that, like,
Yeah.
the reason
Thing.
why we or said that dinosaurs and dragons and all that shit, like, the word dinosaur came out in, like, early 1900s or late 1800s, right? That's where the word came from. But I believe we've lived with the dinosaurs, so that's where that came from. It was originally dragons, and now we're just calling them dinosaurs. But like with the dragons, I'm thinking that we have now, if they're for some reason still alive, they're hiding because they're smart as shit creatures too.
Yes.
So I have a question. Like, did you say dragons came before dinosaurs?
No, I'm saying the first part I was saying they're together.
Okay, okay.
They're one
So
and
it's
the
like
same.
I thought dinosaurs came and then dragons for like the medieval times. So
Yeah.
that could just be like a
Yeah,
tall tale.
that's the second thing. Or
But I mean,
Noah.
to be fair, I think she makes a good point, though.
Yeah.
I think that dragons would come during the medieval times because if the timeline of dinosaurs is so obscure, I do believe that humans and dinosaurs coexisted. Of course,
Yeah.
it had to.
Yeah.
And I think once like the Ice Age or whatever happened, that's like kind of like when the medieval times started to develop.
that's still way
No, I mean like the uprising from that generation came to the medieval
yeah,
times.
because like,
And then the dragons finally were like, now there's no more dinosaurs, so let's come out. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, as cool as dragons are, if they land for any reason,
yeah, because
then now dinosaurs have a fighting chance.
If dragons are real, it's not fire breathing dragons.
No,
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 no.
I think it's a big lizard with wings. I don't think they breathe
Yeah.
fire because that's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
And for
Like how?
well, if you look up like the specs of like the dragons and stuff in movies and shit like that, or any kind of lore, the dragons fire melted lava, like melted rock.
Yeah.
Bro, what kind of glands you got?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you
Like,
have in that
jalapenos are
belly?
spicy and you-
Lava glands.
What were you sucking last night to get this?
This man saw a pool of lava and said, "That looks great."
And drink it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's spicy.
so spicy.
That's the dragon's hot sauce.
Salt to that.
Unless if they were just smart enough to get stuff in their mouth that made it seem like they were breathing fire, and had like we put alcohol in our mouth and light something and it comes out.
So let's think about this since we're talking about the dragons
Cold
of
air.
Earth, right?
Yeah.
So Komodo dragons,
Yeah.
let alone the name, Komodo dragons have their saliva that is so toxic. Correct? That's how they kill the prey. What if the way they survived gave them such potent breath that it actually was like
Flammable.
not flammable, but it killed them when they like.
Oh.
It could have been
It-
flammable, and then like dragons are just smart enough to light it on fire.
So before they go to
No.
battle, they go breathe on a burning branch, so it's like a flamethrower.
Yes.
Possibly.
They must have a lot of burning branches around their
Well,
battle.
I mean that, or they literally live near volcanoes, or just like fuck it.
This is
Or
our
it's or they're around a place that's hot enough that it's just
I mean, I guess that
Breathe
goes into
out,
the
and then
adaptive
there's-
evolution change.
Yeah.
They could have. I guess they could have developed like a pocket.
or it could be so flammable that like they're smart enough to get like flint or something in their teeth or something like a metal
Yeah.
substance, and it just as it breathes out, it hits and it causes a spark.
That is very advanced thought process for a lizard. Can I fuck with it?
Well, if you think about all the descriptions of dragons, they're always very fucking smart. Not like if like you go to medieval, you go with medieval shit, and
We're good.
we're just still But like if you go with medieval shit, like them talking and shit, more than like
Yeah.
but like smart enough to be able to create like things like they're huge creatures. They have huge brains. They probably have like cortex and like have the ability to be able to think, process, and all this other shit.
Mhm.
The way supposedly we learned how fire was created was lightning coming down. Maybe they learned the same way or in a similar way, or saw us was fired. Like, okay, how do we reproduce that in their own like brain sense? And that it's just something they ended up being taught. Because like you look at monkeys and shit, they just rock, or they'll break rock.
Yeah, but now you're talking about
or
a dragon
break
dragging his jaw to get flint and steel in his mouth. You know what I mean?
or they're just flint, and then they have like a still like substance that's able to.
Well, so there was I forget what
That's
movie it
true.
was, and it kind of makes sense. But they would initially breathe fire, and it was the equivalent of gasoline.
Yeah.
But as they breathed, it was like a chemical reaction that causes the fire output.
Yeah.
I think that's probably
Yeah.
more believable.
So I
than
guess-
flint and
I guess the fire part really isn't that unrealistic. Thinking about it more.
I mean, the perfect balance of chemicals is going to create a flame.
Yeah,
So I guess it's possible because
Yeah.
sulfur's
yeah. Go
definitely in there.
go with chemical fires.
Yeah.
It'd be more of a chemical fire, not a ignition explosion.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of sulfur, why does it smell like rotten eggs?
Science.
I'll Google it. Just curious.
You brought it up, so I had to ask.
What's another good one?
Some nuts.
We talked about dinosaurs. We talked about the evolution for Darwin's theory.
We talked about science.
Oh, what is your creationist theory? Or did we already talk about that?
I mean, we already talked about that, but not like on the
I was
podcast.
saying.
Okay, so like, I mean, you already know like my creationist theory. I mean, it's pretty much just that like that there's so much shit. Like, as me being an actual creationist,
Mhm.
like I believe we were created by something. So I think a lot more of like there's something that we will never know based on creation of how we were created,
Mhm.
but I still think everything was created.
Oh, that's fair.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
So,
Even if it is slowly, they're the ones that are adapting this.
yeah.
It says
Can't raise it high enough.
Man, day two.
it says in the absence of oxygen, there may be conditions present which convert the combined oxygen form with a form combined with hydrogen, i.e., hydrogen sulfide, instead, creating a compound that has a characteristic rotten egg odor. So it's just like the lack of oxygen combined with hydro.
Joe McGowl, LVLC, appreciate the follow. You're a badass.
What's up here?
Let's see that. Oh.
Log into the G.
Graham. My phone's on silent because we're not supposed to be under something.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sorry.
no, you're fine.
I googled
No,
it.
that's
So question, because we have 30 minutes pretty much left. Do we want to interact with the chat?
I mean, we can. just go with chat interaction. Sorry,
Panda, any other questions?
No.
has there been any like full on
So
questions?
I'm gonna
that, like,
hit
touch
on
on
some of
topic?
the things that was talked about. Gus, the flat Earth theory. What do you think about flat Earth?
No.
I don't think it's flat.
Devil's advocate. I'm gonna play it.
We know, Gus.
I'm just doing it for the sake of conversation, right?
You're gonna be debunked immediately.
Flat Earth.
Please.
Uh
The theory of flat Earth.
huh. Uh huh.
Because I'm not even gonna say like that it's something I feel like he played devil's advocate that fucking part, but like I don't know. I don't think there's a way I can explain it. It's
There's
the point where I even make sense to myself.
honestly, you have to have such a crazy mindset to believe that when you can travel the world in a plane, you can start somewhere, go one direction, and end up back there. I fell off Earth and came back.
Wild.
Yeah,
I'm like, let's look at
the ice
that's
wall
actually
actually is irrelevant,
that's about to fucking talk
but
about.
it's irrelevant.
Like that's part of it. So like the ice wall, you freaking they've debunked it. You can see people flying over the ice wall.
Yeah, what the U.S. government has enough money to make a teleportation wall at the ice wall, so when we hit it, we just come back.
Yeah,
No.
it's dumb.
I can't.
Would it be a glacier at that point? So you can fly over?
That's they're saying that these giant things that are glaciers are ice walls.
Ice
Ice can't go
walls.
past.
Oh, there's one that.
Thoughts on biology?
The dinosaurs and evolution and stuff. That's-
That's. I don't necessarily. I can't really believe that
I can't.
because
After the glaciers-
especially. Well, not even that. If you're gonna tell me that one of the best apex predators went to a chicken, the T-Rex adapted to have feathers and small.
yeah.
No, they're gonna get bigger because if they're losing, they're gonna adapt to be bigger.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you go with like, I don't know, it got hot enough and they were too big to like survive. Yeah, I could see them getting smaller. But going into from apex fucking predator to chicken makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like to get smaller and like if we go with evolution is real, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Theory of thoughts on parallel universes. So-
Agreed, because like
100%
deja
agree.
vu. Deja vu.
Okay,
I have
if you're gonna go with
legitimately-
thoughts, we gotta at least talk about like exactly what it is.
It's well, so parallel universes is. I think that's believable.
It is like the parallel universes that you have like multiple like possibilities
Yeah.
from every decision that you fucking make.
And the deja vu thing, I think, is more based around time travel. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I've always thought of it as.
Or reincarnation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a point where you just die. Like when you die, you have a deja vu moment, and that's the splitting of the parallel
It
universe.
legitimately had so many of those. There was one I liked where it was do you think another creature could evolve into a human? It was like at the very beginning.
The what?
yeah, I remember. I think within
Yeah,
like
we already
another
talked about
millennia.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Grand
100%.
Fenrir and the World Serpent, and yeah.
So
Yeah.
why I brought that one up was because there was a comment made that you guys, I don't know who made the comment, but somebody said something about giants not being able to breathe.
hmm
So I just thought it was really up because if you're thinking about mythology, Loki had kids.
Mm-hmm.
He's technically a giant.
So that's why I put that.
Oh, okay.
No, Loki's not technically a giant. That's an MCU thing, not a. I'm pretty sure that's just an MCU thing, not a Marvel thing, because he's actually a god.
What is firmament?
Yeah, what is the firmament? Look, I can't even say it.
Yeah.
What's firmament?
Firmament.
Google.
I got you, fam. I got you, fam.
Look at a special guest doing our job.
You're welcome.
She's on point. It's okay.
If I have access to that one.
He is for sure half giant. Okay. Yeah, but he's not like full giant as it states in the MCU.
But he's
Still,
a
yeah,
giant.
he's still partial.
Yeah.
So
The heavens or the skies, especially when regarded as a tangible thing. Thunder shakes the firmament. I don't understand.
More big words.
The vault
Yeah.
or arc of the sky. So that's what it is. The vault or arc of the sky. Heaven, stars, twinkle. That's all I'm getting.
Hey Gus, what is firmament, brother?
Oh wait, maybe I spelled it wrong because I'm dumb.
He probably spoke wrong.
Is it a Bible term? A
Yeah.
Hebrew term?
Yeah.
The heavens or the sky, especially when
Yeah, it's because he spelt it wrong. Wow.
Hey, can you check?
Is it like
What's our follower count?
is it like heaven? Is it like the belief in heaven?
Yeah, is the sky or the heaven.
Yeah.
There are
it's
no
on-
stars
yeah.
in the firmament. If you talked about that in a particular organization or field of activity, you mean the top of it.
Yeah, so we got one.
So heaven.
Heavens or stars, whatever you believe. Sky is not sky, it's water or a dome or some shit.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
Or some shit.
like we're a globe. I actually had a buddy I served with in the military that believed that we were
In a dome.
not in a
Underwater.
dome necessarily, but we're like a
In a
science
sphere.
experiment for an alien,
Yes,
right?
in a sphere.
Yeah. So he believes that like we're all actually just computer generated, and that's
like
why
a
you get like all these.
simulation.
Yeah, like that's why you get like deja vu. That's why you have all
Well,
these
you
weird
glitch.
coincidences, and
The
you know.
biggest thing that goes against his theory is the whole death thing.
Oh yeah, he believes that when we die, that we just disappear because our code is no longer generated.
Followers 20 views 19.
So like I'll pixelate into the
Ooh.
sky.
Yeah, you're like.
I don't want
Followers
to.
at
You actually just go to the cloud now.
So
I
something-
love those shows where it shows like them hooking up to the cloud when they like get ready to die and they just live
Oh,
in
yeah.
paradise forever. That was
Upload that movie up.
yes.
I think that could happen in the
The
relative
love
future.
spot chicken thing where it's like those different. I don't know.
You know, that would be pretty cool.
So how about chicken thingy?
Anyways, is there another question or
Death
anything?
chicken robot whatever.
Sorry.
Death.
Do y'all have?
It's
It says that
it's that show
Fun
where it's
Habit,
like
it says
different
that God
theories and they all
opens
have like
in the firmament.
like technology and stuff.
It's
Love,
FIR.
Love.
Yeah, it's FIR, brother.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, you're correct.
Hey, is it Love, Death, Robots? Is that the show
Yes.
I'm thinking of?
Dude, that show is freaking amazing.
I loved it. I was like, that would be pretty cool. My
Um,
favorite one was like the like,
I
serial
think-
killer.
in a biblical term,
yeah, we are cold.
it is.
I feel my toes.
It is approximately 8 degrees in here right now, and we have 2 heaters not doing the job. I think biblically, I think that the rapture is probably more plausible than us seeing the earth open up when we travel somewhere. Personally,
It'd be like Ragnarok, right?
well, like the demons will rise from the earth, and then angels come down from the
And they all
heavens and
fight, and we.
Yeah,
So
which I would love to see. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see some
Um,
angels come down and just wreak havoc against.
Yeah.
Papa, before he passed, he always thought that we live the rapture every day of our lives.
That's fair.
What? I'm sorry. Huh? What?
Papa? Papa said that we, like, before he passed away, like, because he would go to church and stuff, he literally thought that we live the rapture every day of our lives.
We are living in
You
hell.
have to get more input.
Well, the rapture biblically is that God sends down, and the people who are worthy are saved.
Yeah.
The people who are not live within the thing. So that would. I see where your grandfather's coming from, because he makes a logical sense about how there's so much chaos and so much killing in the world that the good are being overcome by the bad a lot of the ways. But biblically, the rapture, we get the people who are worthy get sent to heaven, so they don't have to go through all the chaos. What?
Sucked up.
Yeah, sucked up. Giant like UFO. Figured it out, bro. I just debunked everything. I got this.
Come on, let's hear.
What else pulls you up in a beam?
A UFO.
Yeah.
What does the rapture say happens to you when it starts?
You get
So
sucked
people
up
are
by a
getting
baby.
sucked up by shit.
We figured it out.
God's an alien.
God's an alien.
I'm the smartest man alive.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm not going into that topic. 'Cause that's gonna get heated. Anyway,
Do y'all have anything for us?
nice seeing you.
Who is that?
She's one of my mods for Twitch.
Is that
No.
Okay.
God's an alien. I'm dead.
You guys still got 12 minutes.
Yeah.
You guys
we
have
got
any
time.
more like questions or anything?
Oh, I just wanted to say hi to. You guys say hi to your people. Let me say hi to them.
Yeah, you're
Say
fine.
hi
You
to
didn't say
I'm
nothing.
just kidding.
I just debunked all religion
all right.
ever. So I'm on top. So I'm gonna quit now.
He's gonna go to bed happy. Smile on his face. It's like, I'm so good.
For some reason, I disappear.
And Gus,
Here,
it's
check out
just,
my
I'm
secret.
podcasting to see a light beam coming on.
it was 12 degrees here today.
No, that was how it started.
I know that's how it started.
The low today, Gus, was 1.
And we're in a garage.
Do you guys think that we are currently on the verge of revolution? One sec, Gus. What? Revolution? Yes. I think that we're on the verge of
A 3-day
Revolutionary War.
The 3-day Revolutionary War.
100%. Because you can see the world now splitting apart, and with especially like the left and the right of the world and all the views. I mean, I'm a fair believer that one side is definitely more structurally sound and more powerful than the other.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, go too much into that. But Revolutionary War is gonna happen, and then I think if there's ever a full war headed towards the U.S., that's when it's gonna happen, because that's going to be when we're at our weekest.
Yeah.
But yes, it's 100% on its way, unless someone comes into power
You
and
want to talk about shapeshifters?
shapeshifters,
Hell yeah.
100 skinwalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
100%.
aren't they kind of the same thing?
Yeah.
Because they can shape into anything.
Yeah.
There's
Shape-
actually
so
been a lot
if
of
you-
sightings of those.
If you think about the native term of skinwalkers, it's not that they can turn into anything; they have to take from something. So I started with this native girl, and she gave the most crazy description of her seeing a skinwalker, and she heard some dog food, her bag or whatever was moving, and she looked over and she saw her grandfather. But her grandfather passed away years ago, and the theory of skinwalkers is that if you look a skinwalker in his face, that's when it takes over, because it's mimicking you and then you no longer exist.
Yeah.
So it has to catch something and it looks at it. The conspiracies now, which is possible with skinwalkers being deer or dogs and all this crazy stuff, that's completely possible. And I believe, honestly, I believe skinwalkers over ghosts and all the haunting shit, because you can't debunk a skinwalker.
So I watched this
Well,
movie
there's-
the other day, and it's
I
like
still believe. I've
Yeah.
seen too much shit for ghosts.
Yeah.
I've seen way too much shit to not believe in ghosts.
I watched this movie the other day, and it's about these little weird creatures. They look like scorpions mixed with spiders, and they bite people. And when they bite people, they take it away and they clone them. And then the clone can only act normal if it touches the person like this and takes all their memories, their feelings, and then that person dies.
What movie is that? Bro, I watched that shit too, because that
Yes,
was crazy.
and it's based around teenagers that have
Yeah.
a webcam series. Yeah. I was like, this crazy.
Yeah, that kind of
But-
brings us back to Ryan's point about the world, taking over.
Mm-hmm.
100%. Huh?
Gremlins.
Assimilated. That's right. Thank you.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's really
man.
good.
Yeah, I see posts about skinwalkers on TikTok
Yeah, it's
all
actually
the time,
becoming-
and there's been a lot of sightings in Texas is where I've seen most of the videos,
What are you doing down there, Gus?
and it's been out in the farm roads, the back roads, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Farms and stuff.
Well, yeah, I saw the video of this gal and her daughter, and they were walking, and they heard this
Baby crying,
Screaming.
women. Yeah.
they heard screaming, and she started walking faster, and then all of a sudden this thing just got closer and closer, and the scream got louder, and
Yeah.
she picked up her daughter and ran.
You guys see that one video? It's recorded from a dashboard, and they're on the back road. This guy's walking down a mountain, and he slides, and then he slides in front of the truck,
Yep.
and up pops a deer.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Have you seen the one where it's a video camera and they're walking through caves and they see that old witch lady?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
So speaking about witch ladies, what do you guys think about all this pollution over the dancing woman?
Oh my god, that's such stupid.
I don't know what you're
The
talking
one
about.
that dances like this and runs.
No.
I got you.
No, I've
haven't seen
never
Oh.
seen that. She legitimately runs like
Yeah,
this.
she dances like this, and if you approach her, she turns around and chases you.
Huh.
It's another thing for active pain.
I mean, it is, but that brings on. I don't know if you guys really know a lot about I think it's Japanese, their folklore and the masked woman.
Yes.
I think shit like that is more believable than ghosts and stuff like that.
Well, if you look at those videos, and this, oh my god, I fucking hate TikTok. Man, so if you look at the videos, right, it's just an act of faith. Because what is the difference between every
Gonna get
single woman
canceled.
that makes those videos? Not a single fucking Asian.
Well, okay, well, no. So the masked woman is actually a Japanese folklore, and you can't really find videos on it unless someone's cosplaying it. But the folklore is that there's a woman that runs around, walks around with a mask, and she's beautiful. And the folklore started because her husband at the time, always forced her to smile. So he took a knife and cut a smile into her face, and that's why she wears a mask. And there's reportings and shit of men or people seeing this shit happen that the girl will walk up to a single man walking and ask if she's beautiful. And if he says yeah, she takes her mask off and asks him again. And
They say no.
if they say no, she kills him. If she says yeah, if you say yes, it's a lose-lose. She kills you because she thinks you're lying.
Uh-huh.
And this has been
Oh.
a folklore forever.
Well,
This is
some
a very...
freaky baby making.
I mean, how do you just not answer?
Do you just look at her?
Just kiss her.
Do you just smile back and say mine's better?
No, just kiss her. Kiss her.
You could.
You kiss her. Is she gonna be like, oh yeah,
You
no?
grab her hand and you walk her down the street. You're like, I'll take care of you.
Kiss her is a... Really?
Yeah.
You kiss the shit.
Kiss the shit out of her.
Huh.
Any other crazy folklores y'all know about or anything like that?
So there's a folklore. I think it's a Japanese folklore of this girl. She shows up at your door when you're already drunk and brings you out there. That's pretty.
I need that folklore.
That is.
Not need that.
No. We drink ourselves to death.
Yeah.
It's an invitation of her coming in, and I don't know the rest of it, but I do know that's one of the things I saw it on TikTok a month or two ago.
So with that kind of folklore, do you think that vampires are really stopped by saying no to them entering your house?
Yes,
Why?
because I think they have to
Chupacabra.
have some guidelines so they're not killing it. I mean, it's more
That's
like
fair.
I
They
think
have a
it's-
code of
yeah,
honor.
I think it's more
Yeah.
of like a guideline thing for themselves. That way, they're not getting found out.
The chupacabra is a dog. I don't really know how to hit on that.
A vicious dog.
It's just like a scary dog, isn't it?
Like a hyena.
It's like 50 different things put together. It's like a whole.
But does it just go on mass murder sprees, or why is the chupacabra so scary?
It's supposed to be, isn't it like a Hispanic folklore where it's didn't they use I don't want to be wrong.
We used to talk about it when we were young.
I know, I loved it, but I don't really Puerto Rican?
Goat sucker? Really? Sucker? He's literally explaining a goat sucker. That's funny. Known for.
So it's pretty much a vampire.
Okay.
Just
The-
like an
It's
animal form?
yeah.
Okay.
According to reports, the creature acts much like a vampire, killing animals by sucking their blood.
No.
Have you guys seen? You guys have all seen Blade Trinity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of that little dog. It went.
Oh my God. So what about Baba Yaga? Y'all think she's real? The old witch that has a house that walks around with the floors.
I the pantheon.
Yeah, because you have like
That's
the
a voodoo pantheon, and it depends on the case. So if you believe in the voodoo pantheon, then yes, she could be real. But if you don't believe it, then maybe not.
your daughter saying bye.
Later, baby.
Goodbye.
I think Baba Yaga is 100% possible, even outside of that religion, man.
So the first time I ever learned about her was from Scooby Doo. She had Fabergé eggs, and someone stole it. And she just wigged out.
Yeah.
I don't even think I've heard of her.
So
Yeah, 100% it's probably based off a true story.
you want to get input on how they think, kind of the setting tonight was,
Sure.
since we're running towards the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting close, and I think it's La Llorona, the scariest movie on Netflix.
We suck.
Pretty
Yeah,
creepy.
that was so much advertisement, though.
Do some ones and twos in chat if you liked how tonight went with not interacting with viewers until end of night.
Is one
big
good,
yes,
two bad?
big no.
One is you liked it, two is you don't like it.
I don't know what it is. Just I think if you just have if you have constructive criticism, I think that'd be nice.
So if you liked it, it's a,
If you liked the setting, one. If you didn't, two.
I like the theory of the movie of the Tooth Fairy. Where
Darkness Falls.
if you look at her, she kills you. And my favorite scene is when the little boy's terrified in the bathtub and she's crawling around the
Wait.
door frame.
We showed Sabelle.
Yeah, we
You
we-
showed
well,
something.
she was like, the tooth fairy's not real. I was like, parents like sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
Do
they're
you
like,
wanna know what it really looks like? And I showed her darkness.
and she's just, I never want to leave the tooth again. All right, so we got a 1.
1-1. All right. Well, vote's over, I guess.
Well, we nailed it.
We nailed it. I honestly, for like criticism for us, I think we're killing it. I think we're doing good.
I think we're doing pretty good.
I think we all have pretty much
Perfect.
ADHD brain when we try to stay on a certain topic. Like Nietzsche's skate off of evolution.
Yeah.
We went to dinosaurs.
Well,
we
it
went
was,
to
it was
aliens.
theory night. It's not just evolution.
Oh, that's fair.
So
I keep forgetting that we changed the topic.
yeah, because like the point of the evolution, I don't think we were gonna have a good topic on it now. It was just been talking about one.
It would have been kept going, like, just like a roundabout circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea to make such slow organizations.
I thought
Well, we
talk about
didn't interact with
controversial-
the community necessarily. Like, so the Friday nights is more kind of like an actual podcast setting.
Yeah.
To where we talk, and then at the end, like most podcasts, we address what the community's been talking about.
best toilet session ever.
Guys, get out of here.
You're always on the toilet, bro. That's
But-
not funny.
With not communicating necessarily straight with the community, I think we do a pretty good job at least looking and then trying to incorporate what they are talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Um,
like not like talking directly until the end. 'cause
Yeah.
it takes away from conversational topics that way.
You
And
like
camera's
talk about a
dying.
topic, and then someone comments, and then you switch to that topic,
Yeah.
and then you lose where you were.
Yeah, like
I see what you're saying.
That's why we wanted to do Thursday Thursdays and then on the podcast
Yeah.
setting, so we can have a full day to where viewers are like, okay, this is
Can interact.
This
Full
day we get
interaction.
to ask questions.
yeah, this is our day for questions, topics, all that other shit. The rest
Yeah.
that's
Well, you
Which
got
Thursday
someone to...
Thursday is actually we're gonna switch that setup, aren't we? Eventually, to where it's more directly towards the bar instead of the couch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have two.
Nice.
So as we get more cameras and stuff set up, we'll have multi-camera set up to where it's
Yeah.
just towards Rachel and then I
Destiny.
think
Destiny.
we should get like one for
Nailed it.
Mr. Producer over there.
I think we just need to get him like an igloo or a tent or something, man. This kid is dying.
Dude, I can't feel my
Who's that?
toes.
Dragon will be in Sunday.
In
Ion.
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 Dragon will be in Sunday.
Ion.
I don't know what that means. Do you guys know what
Oh,
dragon?
Dragon Dungeon D&D Sunday.
Just
That's that.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm down 100%.
Isn't Kevin coming over?
Probably not in this.
That's fair.
But, yeah, I'd like this session. It was a good session.
Whoa.
You guys don't have to say something about every single
Yeah,
one.
no.
I gotta trust me.
You got the girls got anything?
No.
Any other last minute folklores? Crazy things?
No, I mean, I pulled our kids from school because of that whole cell phone.
Yeah,
thing.
you guys just gotta start listening to your husband on that one. I'll say one thing since we got a couple minutes left because you're a huge nut about it. I think Star Wars is actually a thing, man. Like low key, Star Wars is 100% believable,
Like,
dude.
you cannot believe that all spaceships are just saucers. Like, and you cannot, like, I'm sorry, but I would totally be a bounty hunter, and I will go around the galaxy just finding people.
Yeah.
Like, living my best life.
And that goes with like the different amounts of things in the world.
Yes!
If there is not a Star Wars universe, you're wrong.
Listen, I'm
Just like if there's not a Marvel universe,
Thank
you're
you.
wrong.
Okay, good. I was gonna say you're gonna go towards this theory, but then mine is gone. Okay, it's fine.
Like people being able to space travel as much as they want. That's
I have us.
Yeah.
and there's a planet where people are Kamehameha waving people, brother. I'm just saying. Like,
Dude, I need...
parallel universe shit. Like there's infinity amount of parallel universes. That could have been multi shit.
Listen, I just need the bar, okay?
a space taco truck.
I just need the bar with the music.
All I'm saying is I'm finding that butthole in the sand and I'm throwing weird things in it.
I will join you. Do you want to shoot lasers at it and see if it comes out? See if it puckers?
So do you think the butthole in the sand is like a giant?
No, actually, it is not.
Oh shit!
Yes.
It is not a giant worm. Here, I'll show you a picture of it.
But he does this to me all the time. Oh, Marble question for you real quick.
See if it fuckers. Sadie's a trip, man. That's why we like having her here.
Well, I mean,
I know. Now we just need to see if we can get her to move back home. Or closer.
I'm waiting on this picture.
hold on.
too.
I can't type. My fingers are frozen.
So that's something that I should probably do now that you're here, is set up a way to have like already things that we're going to have like pictures and stuff, and then just go over to on-screen pictures straight onto the video.
What do you mean, like Google Research?
Yeah, yeah. Have Google stuff already on there, and then you can bring it up. Yeah. I can do it, but now that you're actually here, I can actually set that up on the laptop.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's not a worm.
It's a something.
It's a creature.
That's for
But
sure.
you only think it's a worm because you just get to see that part of its mouth. So are you thinking about like an Alaskan worm?
Yes, because it looks like the mouth of like a bloodworm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, and then it also, you have to remember, it has like tentacles and stuff too.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
Yeah.
Gus. Yes, you do.
So you got
Oh, by the way, guys. Hi, I'm on. That you played Destiny with for like actually no, he didn't even play with
No.
us.
No.
No, he didn't play with you.
I'm the one that you were talking to on Discord.
However, he does need to get Ark and get on Ark with us.
Yeah. Yeah, come play some Ark.
I mean,
Yeah.
he just threw up a bunch of Ark references tonight,
Yes,
so.
bro, just off-topic shit. It's just funny shit. What do you guys think about the TV movie?
Terrifying. Terrifying. I would never, I'd be like, don't touch me. Do not touch me.
Oh my god. Gotcha.
Wait, right? You whispered.
Oh, teeth.
What?
Yeah, teeth.
I thought you said teeth.
No, teeth.
No. That is evolutionary traits only favoring women.
Hey, do you know?
So I'm trying to explain this in this podcast in like a very like you don't know what to do what he
Yes,
just said.
the movie.
No!
Teeth in a bad place for women to have teeth. That's off.
Things that men have.
Things that men have that are bad to be cut off.
Do you know they make a device to like
Yes.
save women that do the same thing?
Anti-rape condoms.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you seen Smile?
Yes.
That movie's weird.
Hey, I think the next topic should be horror movies.
Oh, I won't be here.
Son of a. We can.
I'm
Why don't
gonna
we
make
save
a
it for Christmas time?
So
That would
sorry,
be
but
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, we could do that because we can go into like Compass and stuff like that.
Very hot topic.
Nightmare Before Christmas. That would be awesome.
Horror movies
No.
tend to avoid terms.
yeah.
So actually,
really?
while we have everyone here, is there any topics you'd like us to touch on and stuff for us to research and like have like full conversational basis on for our podcast? That's fair.
Did you research for like a whole couple of days?
Yeah.
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 So that's why you need to set up your Twitter and set up a
Yeah.
active Discord channel for the you close that because normally we should be closing up the
Yeah, we should.
podcast up rather soon, but
Yeah.
there's no time for that. So open up another channel in the Discord or something like that.
That's fair.
Yeah, I could do that.
Well,
I should just set it up more like I have my my Twitch.
Like your personal-
anyway, I appreciate everyone coming in and supporting us. So I'm Ryan, and thanks for stopping by.
Are we saying anything else?
Yes.
I'm Sadie. Thanks for having me. I hope to be on the podcast soon.
6.
I am Braden. Thanks for coming by. Don't forget to, if you're not already, go follow us on all of our other stuff. It's either _GG's podcast for Twitter. Everything else is the Great Guys Podcast. And Rachel.
I'm Rachel, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
And Ryan
Great guys signing off.
is a badass. Yeah, but you heard him talk, so I figured
Awkward.
get a little. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. You guys are badasses. I love you all.
Yeah, later, guys.